My name is Ramdas, or Tim, as people might call me. And just before I started this video, I sat in silence and I felt, what is it that brought me to Sat Shree? And I actually became to realize that I could feel this cry in me, this cry to come alive as a real human being, just as me, as who I am. Like letting go of all these pretend-ances and structures, to be liked, to be affirmed. And just in this very moment I became aware of that actually, that this is what Sat Shree is teaching me, to become a real human being. And that is really interesting because before I met him I was maybe trying to escape. I thought I'd go to India or Nepal and spend some time in an ashram for some years and then come back. But being in Sat Shree, and especially spending some time before I met him with an old student of him, I got to realize that it's not about me escaping life, it's about me being with that I cannot be with in life and trying to integrate that. And that is what Sat Shree is actually, and his teachings, teaching me, to grow both spiritually and as a human being, to mature in both ways. And I see that doing so has a great impact on me. It changed my life. I become more real, but also in the moment, especially the moments that I don't want to be in, that are uncomfortable, that I get emotions coming up, or I think I am weak, I am vulnerable. Especially in those moments I learn to be more open, more direct. And funnily enough, from the feedback I got from my parents and from my colleagues, is exactly in those moments, just by being me, I can have an extremely powerful impact on them. And besides just changing myself, I also change them apparently, and they change with me. And I think that is one of the great things that being with Sat Shree and here in the community and following his programs is giving me.
A quiet mind, an open heart, and a relaxed body is evidence of your immediacy. And then you're receiving this opportunity. All right, so. What's still hiding?
The things I really like about that is, and I have it here on the wall in a poster as well, when Sat Shree is talking about his mission, he says, my purpose is to empower each one of you to play your own role in this transition and together create a new humanity. And in that I feel deeply inspired and aligned. And that is also what I want to bring forward, and I feel really empowered by him in bringing me into that role, bringing me into my own authority, letting go of the dependency of wanting to be liked or affirmed, that I know that what is coming through me is worth it and that I am worth it. That is what I'm getting in touch with. Just as, strangely enough, the very first coaching call I had before going into a big program with Sat Shree, that was 2 years ago, that the words that came out when this woman asked me, what is your intention for going to India? And the words that came out were like, I want to come to God. And when I said it, I was like, whoa, what am I saying? 6 months before that, I wouldn't even know about these words, or the word God would really repulse me. And that just getting this sacred opportunity, space to speak out my intention, set in motion this whole transformation process. Because this was about 2 years ago. And both the community and Sat Shree really strengthen and give clarity about, hey, what am I going through? What am I feeling? I'm being transformed, and there is some kind of force coming in when I'm in his presence. And now it's also just happening if I'm by myself. That just starts to transform this body on a very cellular level, and it can be highly uncomfortable. But having the right information about what is happening to me, and seeing that I'm not the only one, I'm not crazy, everyone is going through this apparently, but not so many are yet aware of it. But we are collectively as a humanity going through this, and having the right information is really supportive to me in this process. And then it can also be enjoyable and really fun, and the more I dive into that, and sometimes, well, serious stuff comes up, but the more skillful I become. That is what I'm being trained in being here. Because now I'm staying in the community here in Washoe Valley for 3 months. And that is just the product, what is happening to me. And at the same time, I also just become more, well, maybe innocence, like a 5-year-old child skipping around town, hugging all the horses and doggies here and just be happy. So I think that is what I can share right now about my experience of being here with Sat Shree. And that this video and all the work I do and we do and maybe those who watch may have an impact on all of us and open all our hearts, since we will not let anyone behind anymore in this transition. We need all to go through this and collectively come to the other side. So may this all be beneficial to you, and thank you for being here and watching this. Big bow to all of you. Namaste.